Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? I'm super excited to be back with the conversation with Stevie. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, and this is the show where we discover the why behind the what of what people do. Because guess what? Everybody has somebody who does what they do, but the reason why is why we do it. That differentiates us from everybody in the crowded marketplace. So today is no different. We're going to have an amazing conversation with my friend Cindy. She is dynamic. She is doing some great things in health and wellness, and I look forward to getting inside of this conversation. So without any further ado, welcome to the conversation, Cindy. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Dr. Stevie. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate being here, and I'm having a wonderful day.
Yay, 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 yay. So I believe that the greatest introduction someone can do is of themselves. And so I love having people to introduce themselves. Please do go ahead and tell us all about who you are.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I am Cindy Kerr. I am a certified health coach, a master certified health coach. I have a master's degree in counseling, but who I am a child of God who is on a mission to help busy professional women who, like me, didn't give my health a priority. And I found myself so exhausted and feeling sick, awful in my gut. And I just want to help people save that time and money to get healthy, because if we don't take care of our health, it's really hard to do other things. And so I used to be I'm a retired police sergeant, and I found myself one day struggling, bending over to pick something up and coming back up. And I knew it was time for a change. And why did I not make myself a priority? And quite honestly, Dr. Stevie, it kind of came down to self-worth. And that is really a focus in my health coaching, is taking a look at our self-worth and how can we improve that to make ourselves priority.
Wow, that is so exciting on so many levels. And that's so interesting on so many levels. You've got to tell us, what was the journey to go from a police sergeant to a health master? How does that work? I get it because that was something that you were going through. But tell us some more, what was that transition like? Because that's two different things. However, the underlying current that I see here is discipline, right? Both of them have to be very disciplined positions. So I would love to dig deeper just inside of that and what that mental transition was for you.
Oh, that's so interesting, Dr. Stevie, because I think no matter what we do in life, there is discipline, yet we let go of discipline in whatever area. Now, for me, when I was working as a police sergeant, it was a great job. I felt like I had something more, and I was really paying attention to me and my coworkers and taking a look at, well, what are we eating? What are we doing? We're sitting all the time. Sometimes it's hard to get up and move. Sometimes it's hard to eat. Right? I mean, we did a lot of fast food because we're on the go. And I thought there's got to be something better, because in law enforcement, we need to take care of ourselves. But that was not happening for many people. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of healthy law enforcement professionals. Yet I'm like, wow, I need to change for myself, and I want to be the role model for others and bring some positive change here. And so that was the start of that transition. And I have always been a constant learner, constant grower, and I thought, well, I'm going to go take some classes, become certified, and learn for myself. And I loved it so much that it's just, I knew it's what I wanted to do in life, and it is my full mission. I am so joyful doing it.
Wow. Yay. I love that. Joyful, because I believe that happiness is fleeting and joy is eternal. And so the next part of the conversation where I want to guide you to is definitely about what we can do, right? So you talk to busy professional women. And so if we're busy professional women, we may not find that time, right? We all have the same 24 hours. So it's not that we don't have that time, but we may not set aside that time. And the thing is, honestly, there are some of us, and I say us because this is me, who, like, a few months ago, I definitely was in the place and space of, like, okay, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And I was doing it. I was going good. But then the holidays set in. And so then it got me off track. So how do we find that motivation to exercise? Because that's a big thing. And eat right. How do we find it? Where did you find it, Cindy?
One of the things that and that's, you're not alone. We are all in the same boat about those cycles and ups and downs, but we have the motivation within ourselves. One thing that I found among many things is to really be aware of my talk and how I talk to myself, and even that subconscious talk. So I really work a lot with my clients in paying attention to that and how we can reword things. Because a lot of times people say, well, I know I should eat better or I should exercise. Yet one slight change we could make is say, I want to exercise because, and fill in that because. Your because is different than my because. So for me, I want to exercise because I want good energy throughout my day. And it doesn't have to be an hour of exercise. It can be 10 minutes. Sometimes we overestimate what we want to start doing. Start in small, simple steps as busy professionals. Let's do something small. But what I've found is if I'm exercising 10 minutes in the morning, I am so energized and ready to go for my entire day because I've started my day that way. So again, it's changing our thought process of, instead of I should, I want to exercise because, and whatever that answer is for you.
Oh, my goodness. I think you freed some people to that because we don't think about it. And that's really, honestly, I believe that 15 minutes, even in the conversation with Stevie, our show is only 15 minutes. And I love that because, you know, other podcasts, they do what they do, but we have busy people who listen to us. We don't have time to really talk about it. And one thing that I will say, especially because Cindy is on the show today, is that you all can exercise while listening to this episode. So are y'all doing y'all's toe touches and jumping jacks and stuff? You can do it right now, and you wouldn't have known that while you're listening, you could get that 15 minutes in. So I definitely think that's a possibility. And so the other thing I want to know is about sleep, right? Because we are busy professionals who like to do what we like to do, and sleep may not be a priority. How can sleep affect your health?
Oh, Dr. Stevie, what a good question. And I laugh because I am actually doing some lunges while I'm chatting with you. So, yes, getting movement in whatever else we're doing is so easy to do if we think about it and remember to do it. But, oh, Dr. Stevie, sleep could be a whole class, which I do some classes, and we can talk about how to reach out to me and get notified of the classes that I offer. But sleep is key. It's when our bodies heal. And most people really need anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And we're talking good sleep. So there's a lot of routine that people can do to help them sleep. And what we are consuming and when we're consuming it also has a huge impact. But I could go on and on about sleep. That's when our bodies heal. It is so important to get that sleep. So good question.
Yay. All right. So one more question I have for you is about quality of life, like doing what you love, because I know that you have some exciting things coming up in your life, and you made a decision to do what you love, right? So how does that affect us overall, making that decision to say, hey, this is how I want to live my life?
I love that, because a lot of you don't know what she's talking about is I have just purchased an RV with my husband, and we are going to be full-time RVers, and I am just very, very excited about that. I can run my business virtually, and I have the opportunity to reach people when we're traveling, as we're traveling, because it's another challenge for people is how to stay healthy when you're on the move. So I find that being in control of what brings me joy is such an important part of what we call lifestyle. When we look at health and wellness, there's lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. And it stands for LEAN, L-E-A-N. That's a Dr. Sears term. That's where I got trained, is through the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute. But that's part of lifestyle. And when we can bring joy into what we're doing in our lifestyle, it reduces stress, which is such a killer. And so I encourage everybody to have the lifestyle that they desire. You can create it. And I know you, Dr. Stevie, you live it, teach it, tell it, preach it. I love that about you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do believe that you got to live the life you love. And, you know, the money that you make in your business is only to fund your fun, right? And I love the fact that you and your husband are going on this adventure. I cannot wait. I know that I have all kinds of ideas for you about how you can further monetize this, because this is a journey of so many. Like, this is amazing. So in the time that we have, definitely, I want you to do me a favor. I know that you have recently become a Living the Life I Love ambassador, so shouts out and congratulations to you for that. I definitely want to have any thoughts that you have about that and why you decided to say yes to the opportunity. And then I also want to make sure that you give us your contact information, because we need you in our life, Cindy. We need to know the right sleep and drinks and eats and all this stuff. So I'm going to let you have the microphone to do those couple of things for me.
Oh, absolutely. I became a Live the Life You Love ambassador with you, Dr. Stevie, because, number one, I'm always about intentional personal growth. And I have seen what you do and how you've grown and how you work with people and how you are a child of God, and what you're using God's skills to work with others. And I knew I wanted to surround myself with the people who are successful, who have the best in mind for themselves and for me. And that is why I want to grow with you. I want to learn. I want to step outside of my box. I want to step outside of my boundaries and give what I have to give to others and reach others more. And I know I can do that through this ambassador program. And then secondly, to answer the second question, is I offer free weekly wellness tips via text messaging. And so all you have to do is text the number 2021 to my number, which is 520-815-5526, to be included in that. Again, texting the number 2021 to 520-815-5526. That's my business wellness line. And people are loving that. And my clients, they love the information and tips. And like my client Laura says, she says, why not feel like it is your best birthday every day? I love living by that motto.
I love it, too, because I love birthdays. I celebrate all month of October. And now I'm about to celebrate all year round. Listen, this has been amazing. Thank you, Cindy, for coming on by to having a conversation with me, and therefore the world gets to hear it as well. Appreciate you. So, everybody here, listen. As you know, I always end each and everything I do by saying, make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. If you ever want to connect with me, definitely know how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii, and you can find me all over the place. I am very Googleicious, like my friend Lucinda Cross says. You can find me, of course, on The Conversation with Stevie, but I want to gift you a free gift too. I love Clubhouse. So if you're somebody who loves Clubhouse, and guess what, Android users, you can use it too now. Yay. Just go to yourclubhousecoach.com, again, yourclubhousecoach.com, and download 10 tips to 10x your visibility on Clubhouse. So, y'all, you have heard from me and Cindy, and we shall see you in the next conversation. Bye.